Hey everybody, it's Tallara and I'd like to welcome you back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. We're in Chapter 8 and the crew has made it up here to Aerith Sea. That's right, the hometown of the High Entia, the almost fabled race that Shulk and crew didn't even believe existed. Well, they exist and we are standing basically right in the middle of their giant technological city. Well, I shouldn't say right in the middle, we're actually on the outskirts because we've been tasked with a rescue mission. Shulk and the others are now allowed to move freely after a brief imprisonment in the city, and they agree to search for the transporter repair worker. He was last seen at Aerith Sea and is apparently in trouble. And well, you know Shulk and crew, right? We're heroes. We can't let anyone be in trouble and not lend a helping hand. So that's what we're gonna do. We're out here heading through the hovering reefs again, back through the way we came originally. And wow, this sunset is absolutely breathtaking. I know Shulk is all heart eyes for Melia. This would be the perfect place for a date, Shulk. I'm just saying. Look how beautiful it is. While we're out here, we do have a number of monsters that we've been tasked with exterminating from various members of the city. You know Shulk and crew, they're really good at monster extermination because we always get the monster extermination quests, so it helps because we're always just running around the area anyway, so why not take out a few monsters while we're out here? First up is this Aerith Ansel, the biggest bird monster I've ever seen. If you missed our last episode, we had a number of big reveals. We found out that the girl, Melia, that we had met previously and who has joined our party, is not just a regular girl, she's actually a princess. She's next in line for the throne of the High Entia people, so you could say she's a bit of a big deal. Remember the mysterious boy we also met, Alvis? Yeah, we found out he is the seer or the prophet for the High Entia people as well, so we got a lot of big reveals on some people's true backstories, although we still have a ton of questions. Shulk and crew were held temporarily in prison, the nicest prison you've ever seen, when they entered the High Entia capital, because apparently there is a prophecy concerning the Monado. The High Entia recognized it immediately and locked up Shulk and co, basically for their own good, because there is a prophecy that if someone who is black of heart wields the Monado, they will destroy the world. Luckily, Melia had our backs and vouched for our pure hearts, as did our friend Alvis. So, we are allowed out and about, and of course, the first thing we do is go on a rescue mission. Luckily for us, the rescue mission here is pretty cool, because we get to go around to all these hovering reefs using these teleporters, which is kind of cool. We're literally hopping from island to island, making full use of the High Entia technology. So that makes things a little more fun. And luckily for us, I think I see the missing repair person just up ahead. Before we can investigate further, though, we gotta take out this Chlorolaya, which has decided to ambush us. Of course, we don't have Melia in our party anymore because she's off doing princess stuff. So Sharla has stepped in. So we've got a little bit of a different party composition than we've had the last couple of episodes. But I've got to make sure we've always got some girl party and girl power in the party. It can't be a whole boy squad. It just doesn't feel right. Also, let alone the fact that Sharla's bringing girl power, she's also bringing healing power, which is always much appreciated as well. So, honestly, so far, I mean, we've had 3 battles, so our sample size is very small, but so far, this little group of Sharla, Dunban, and Shulk seems to really be working out, so perhaps this is something we'll use into the future. Let's use our first chain attack. The Bono Nebula, we unfortunately attracted its attention through the use of all of our arts in the last battle. But it's nothing this crew can't handle, right? issue with the nebulas is you can't really tell which way is the side and which way is the back, so you have to exclusively rely on the little indicators down on the abilities, because what is the side of the nebula and what is the back of a nebula? I don't know, but luckily the little exclamation point down on my abilities will let us know when we're in the proper position. Like, apparently we're behind it right now. There we go, and it is down. Alright, good job, team. We've also gotten to level 35, while Shulk and Sharla have. Dunban's almost there. And here's the guy who needed our help. Hi, are you okay?
Yes.
The worker finally came to fix the transporter, but he went to get some ether crystals and never came back. You can get to the crystal deposit from behind the lighthouse. Do you think you could go and take a look for me? Oh wait, this isn't the missing guy after all. Dang, okay. Also, whoa. There is quite a storm that's rolled in here. This is the Cirith Outpost, or Lighthouse, sorry. It is an outpost, but its official name is Cirith Lighthouse. And there's lots of high Entia around. The monsters have been really active recently. It might be because the lighthouse got damaged, or did it get damaged because the monsters became active? Well, I'm not sure which came first, but I want to make this place safe. Do you think you could take out some Palti Chromars for me? It is a what came first, the chicken or the egg scenario, but it doesn't really matter. What does matter is we exterminate some monsters and make this place a little safer. We should really consider getting rid of more monsters. I need you to exterminate some Meliza Chromars as well. I'll add it to the list. My monster extermination list is getting so long, but it's been long this entire time. Just tell me all the monsters I need to kill, and I'll see what I can do. Alright, so here's the lighthouse. Now the guy who went missing, presumably went missing behind the lighthouse, so back here. Oh, and there's a teleporter back here, okay. Let's go see. I guess he took this teleporter, which led him where? Down here? To Hovering Reef 5. Yeah, he's a long way from home, so I hope everything's okay. No signs of him yet. We got lots of monsters around here. Of course, they're none of the monsters that we've actually been tasked with exterminating. That would just be much too convenient. Alright, Hovering Reef 6. How many Hovering Reefs are there? Speaking of monsters we've been tasked to exterminate, here's one. This is the Meliza Chromar. It's like a lizard person with very large knives in its hands. Unfortunately, we have attracted the attention of a nebula, which was level 85 and which killed me literally immediately. Okay, we need to run away. We were okay taking on the lizard guy, we were not okay taking on that nebula. And the issue is, I don't know if I can get away from it. Dang. Leave me alone, random floating blob. I didn't come here for you. Everyone is down. I am dazed. Oh no. Oh, the lizard's attacking me. Yeah, we're down. It's the unfortunate part about just finding random monsters in the field is you never know when you accidentally might stumble across a level 80 elite monster, which unfortunately was the case there. So we're gonna have to go back. Before we do though, I think we actually missed a quest in the lighthouse. I think we need to get in the teleporter, yeah, so we can go up high and then speak to Shaylin. Do you have the quest? Wow. Beautiful view of the storm.
How's things?
The lighthouse has not been working very well lately. Can you see how there are only 2 lights on? It should be 4. Do you know what would happen if all of the lights went out? The monster's sphere of activity would get much larger.
How's things?
I asked the ether plant manager to fix the lights, but he's not here yet. What could be keeping him? Well, that's what we're here to find out. He's apparently gone missing. Here's the quest.
Hey.
I'm living near the lighthouse so I can research Aerith Sea, but I'm having trouble finding a few of the things I need. I want to study hidden coin purses and doomsday poppies. Do you think you could help me? I have no idea what those things are, but I'll try my best, sure. Thanks. I'm so glad I asked you.
Hey.
This is very difficult for me to ask, but there are actually a few more things I want to study. I just need Andos antennae and old dragon spines. Oh yeah, and pink asparagus. What? That is okay, sure, why not? We're going out and about looking for things anyway. We may as well try to help this lady out as well. There is a heart-to-heart here that we can't access at the moment. And now that we've got the quest, we can head back to, what was it, Hovering Reef 6? Try to get past that level 85 nebula without getting absolutely destroyed, and continue to try to find that poor mechanic. Okay, we got past the nebula and have made it to the ether crystal deposit, where I think we might see our missing guy and the reason why he hasn't come back yet. Holy moly, it's a lot of lizards. Are you okay, bud? We're gonna have to take these guys down. Now, unfortunately, we are going to be massively outnumbered while we do that. Well, not massively, 4 on 3, but as we've experienced in battles prior, the number of creatures that you fight drastically reduces your chance of success. Like, look at that. They got Dunban down insanely fast because there was 4 of them basically ganging up on him. Not a great sign, but luckily for us we can get Dunban back up, although Shulk then immediately goes down. Oh man, these Chromars are insane! We just got past that nebula, only to sort of run into another roadblock here in these Chromars. There's 4 of them and they are very aggressive. Yeah, no, they absolutely wrecked us. Okay. We're gonna have to try this again. Alright, second time's the charm. Let's see if having Ryan in the party helps at all. I'm still wondering if there's any way we can, like, just draw one of them. Can I just come around the back and be like, hey, let's get you out of here? Nope. Alright, battle starts. Here we go. Ryan, I need you to draw aggro, and I need you to draw it fast. Right. Who am I even fighting right now? This one. I really don't like how many of them there are and how fast and aggressive they are. It is really difficult. Holy moly, I am down. We're barely doing any damage against these guys. Do you see how fast they attack? They're just... It's Fast and Furious Chromar edition over here. This is bananas. Wow. We are not even getting close to taking out those Chromars. What can I do differently? Okay, so I did some research online, and it makes me feel a little better that the general consensus seems to be that this is one of the hardest fights in the game. Apparently a lot of people struggled with fighting 4 of these lizards at once, so that makes me feel a little better. I grinded it a little bit and got everyone up to level 36, so we're now the same level as the Chromar, which hopefully will help. I've also switched up the party a little bit. We've got Ricky in the party for the first time. Our poor little guy hasn't had any time in the party since we recruited him. Apparently he has a lot of AoE moves and a lot of status afflicting moves, so in this particular instance with all of these monsters at once, it might come in handy. And then we brought back the Naked Dunban show as well. God knows how many times this is gonna take, so I'll edit out any repeated attempts so you guys don't have to watch me bash my head against the wall, but hopefully with a snap of my fingers here we'll have defeated this battle. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I think I'm about to do it. You guys do not need to know how long it took me to beat this battle. It's an embarrassingly long time. Wow, that was so difficult. As you can probably see, I switched up the party yet again. I ended up going with Rhine and Dunban just to maximize the amount of tanks that I had. The problem was they were just killing me way too fast, so between Dunban and Rhine taking as many hits as they could, me running around reviving them when possible, we had a few huge chain attacks that really helped. We finally beat it, ladies and gentlemen. I need to let out a giant sigh of relief. I think that was the biggest challenge in this game so far for me right there. You guys will have to let me know if you ever had issues yourself fighting those 4 lizards, because holy moly, did they put up a fight. Regardless, they're finally down, and now we can save this poor worker. I hope he knows what I went through to save him, because I actually died, like, a lot of times. But I have plot armor and he doesn't, and that's why we're the heroes. So, Mr. Worker, how are you feeling?
Are you that?
Thanks, I thought I was a goner there. Things could have turned out really nasty if you hadn't come. I'm off to fix the transporter now. See you around. See ya, buddy. I feel like that was a little anticlimactic for everything we had to go through, but you know what? It's fine. We saved the worker, and now he should be able to continue repairing the transporter. Phew, that's all that matters at this point, that I never have to fight those dang lizards ever again. They were just absolutely brutal. Anywho, we're going back to the city.
And that is the extent of my discussions with the Homs that accompanied Melia here.
And here's Alvis reporting in.
I cannot believe it. How could a Talethia have grown to such power?
And what is your conclusion, Seer?
That the Talethia were able to gain such power due to the high levels of ether in the region. In other words, our ether protection is weakening.
And so it begins. The resurrection of the Bionis. What of the Monado?
Hang on.
I cannot see.
What did he just say?
My sight is hindered.
The resurrection of the Bionis?
Speak, Seer.
Huh.
It is not certain that the Monado will bring about our destruction. While my sight is hindered, I have seen a slither of light. Is your Majesty not aware of this light as well?
Are you referring to Melia?
And the young man, Shulk.
Could it be that the boy is trustworthy after all? Kallian, we are on the cusp of a significant moment. The investiture ceremony must take place as soon as possible.
Your Majesty, since the ministries are already in agreement, we may be able to bypass some of the formalities.
Indeed. But she must still earn the blessing of the people.
Might I suggest the trial of the tomb?
First Consort, such a ritual has not been conducted for generations.
We have simply not had a need for it until now. And I feel she is more than equal to the challenge.
Mother, the tomb is dangerous. Our records show that many potential successors lost their lives performing the ritual.
That child fought and beat the Talethia. It is my belief that she is more than strong enough. Besides, if it was revealed that she avoided such a responsibility, her reputation among the people would be irreparably damaged.
I must protest.
No, the First Consort is right. There is much risk, but the rewards are greater. It would seal the people's love for her. Summon Melia. Her thoughts must be heard.
Well, as per usual, there's a lot of questions that we don't have answers to. The resurrection of the Bionis piqued my interest, but it looks like Melia is going to undergo some sort of trial.
If I am to lead the High Entia despite my mixed heritage, if I am to succeed the throne, then I accept what must be done.
I expect nothing less of my successor. The path to greatness is fraught with danger. This shall be your statement to Bionis.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You are not fit to be Empress. Not now, not ever.
Can Alvis read people's minds? Kind of looked like it there. Evil stepmother really hates Melia and wants her son to be king, I guess. Also an interesting tidbit about Melia's mixed heritage.
Looks like we got them out of a scrape.
Guess that's why she doesn't have wings.
Shulk, Ricky tired.
Me too, Ricky. That was a tough battle.
Ricky sleeping castle now.
Good idea. Let's head back to the capital.
The sooner the better.
Agreed. We are done out here. I am done getting my butt kicked for one day, and I am ready to go back to our comfy lodgings in the capital. I love how this game just drops little lore tidbits throughout the characters' dialogue. Like, that little scene right there with those characters actually dropped so much important info. It's very clear that the High Entia are more connected or have more knowledge about what the Bionis is than anyone. They mention the reawakening. They have all of these prophecies about the Monado. Then we also got some tidbits about Melia. It seems that she's of mixed heritage. Her mother, I assume, was a Homs, hence her identity. And then evil stepmother, of course, seems to be setting her up for failure with this trial that she suggested. But if Shulk and crew have anything to do with it, I think they're probably going to make sure that Melia passes the trial. Alvis is certainly an interesting character. How a Homs became the seer of the High Entia, we don't know, of course, but it does appear he might also have some mind-reading abilities, which is something we'll have to keep an eye on. It makes sense. He does know a lot of information. Has he just been gleaning it from our minds this entire time? Regardless, nothing else is new in that we have 10 million questions, but we have to take things one step at a time, and the step we're taking right now is bringing us right back to our comfy beds to rest up. The gang doesn't know what Melia has been going through or that she's been tasked with this new trial, but surely they'll find out soon. For now, though, we just need to catch our breath after fighting those dang lizards. I suppose first we'll check in with the Alchemoth Imperial Guard. What can we do for you, sir? A little while ago, my family went to a hovering reef at night. They sell lots of monsters there. It'll take us ages to arrange the paperwork to sort them out. This is a bit cheeky, but you guys couldn't just go and, you know, sort them out. Thank you very much. On behalf of all the Imperial Guard, I'm really glad that I asked you.
Yes?
Just received a report from an Imperial Guard officer. Monsters have been spotted in an entirely different location. The location detailed in the report was Hovering Reef 7. I hate to ask again, but could you possibly help out? I really didn't have anyone else to rely on. You're a real lifesaver helping out like this. Yeah, I'm gonna help out a lot, aren't I? How many quests do you have for me, Mr. Alchemist Imperial Guard? Yes. Just received another new report. Monster population has been increasing wildly recently. I feel sheepish for asking, but could you help with the subjugation? I feel really relieved that you're helping us out. The location we're having troubles with is in the middle of Aerith Sea. It's Sleeping Dragon Isle, so please take care. 3 was all he had, apparently. I love how it's not even the High Entia people. It's been everywhere we've ever been. People see Shulk and Co. and they immediately think, oh great, a bunch of people who can take care of all of my problems and all of my work. No one has had any problem just pushing their work off onto Shulk and Co. They don't even know us, and they're like, hey, want to do my work for me? I don't really want to. You look like you can handle some monsters. Lo and behold, that's the story behind half the side quests in Xenoblade Chronicles, is Shulk and Co. doing other people's work for them. Sometimes their hearts are too pure and they just say yes to everything, and are they being taken advantage of? Maybe, but hey, sometimes they actually do some real good as well, which is what we're going to report into the palace attendant. Please accept my humble gratitude for rescuing the repair worker. You must be tired. Please feel welcome to rest. I would absolutely like to take you up on that offer. It's been a long day. Not only have we made it to the top of the Bionis, learned about the High Entia and came into their city, we got arrested, then we had to go explore the surrounding area, got our butts kicked by lizards before finally rescuing someone. Yeah, you could say we need a little bit of a rest. Talk about a long, long day. I guess it's been a few days, but however long of a time it's been, rest is in order. Another beautiful day in this beautiful domed city. The question is, what are we gonna do today?
Everyone's gathered outside.
Oh wow, yeah, they have.
How come we didn't get invited?
Because we're prisoners, Ryan. We don't get invites.
Like some kind of ceremony.
Well, God knows we're a curious bunch, so let's see what we can find out. There's the Emperor. What is going on? This looks very important.
My loyal and beloved subjects, Saurian Antiqua speaks. I have been your emperor for little more than 20 years. But today, I stand before you in celebration.
So that's the High Entia Emperor,
Saurian Antiqua.
I will remain your emperor for years to come. But now is the time to announce my successor. May I introduce your crown princess?
And there's the lady herself.
Melia Antiqua.
It's her. She's a princess.
Took you long enough?
Her silver spoon accent was a clue. But royalty?
My daughter, Melia Antiqua, will depart immediately to face the tomb. She will seek the approval of our ancestors and become your crown princess.
I like her mask and headpiece. It's very Star Wars. Honestly, this whole city is very Star Wars. I'm only just making that connection. Uh-oh. Vision time. This must be Melia at the tomb. Oh, whoa! That didn't look good. I guess that's evil stepmother's plan all along. She's mad her son is not going to be king and is trying to take out Melia so she can be the queen mother. Ugh. I wonder what happened to Melia's mother.
Are fickle. No mask can hide that girl's contaminated blood.
First consort, all the pieces are in place. Say the word and the captive Homs shall be no more.
The savage who discovers fire remains a savage. Disappointed or not, His Highness will turn a blind eye to their fate.
Yumea really sucks,
Their
doesn't she?
removal will deprive Melia of some powerful allies.
Wait a minute, is that the prince back there?
As you say.
Mother?
We continue to endure the contamination of our bloodline by perpetuating this wretched tradition of a High Entia first consort and a Homs second consort.
Oh, that
How
explains
long
some
must
things.
I suffer these Homs?
She's racist.
Do your
Shocking.
duty, Tyrea.
But that's why Melia's half Homs. It's because the Emperor has two consorts. One High Entia, one Homs.
Melia.
I don't doubt that was Melia. But why the mask?
I don't know. But she's different from the other High Entia.
How do you mean?
Melly not like other bird people. Melly like hom-hom friends.
You might be right. But there are things at play here we can't understand.
Wait a minute! Oi! You'll give a Homs a heart attack shouting like that. We've got no time to lose. Melia needs our help. Again? You had another vision, didn't you?
What did you see?
Out with it already!
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. We ordered room service an hour ago.
I'm afraid you've already eaten your last meal.
Ah.
Well, normally I'd be impressed by a full lady assassination squad. Wizard Entia. I'd be lying if I said these ladies weren't badass, but unfortunately they are here to kill us, so we're gonna have to get rid of them. The High Entia culture is clearly an intricate one. I mean, we're getting little tidbits, little bits and pieces through the dialogue. There's the Emperor of the High Entia, who traditionally has two consorts, one High Entia, one Homs. I don't know why that's the case, but it's kind of interesting. It's also interesting that if that is the case, Why does Melia hide her face behind a mask? Shouldn't the people know that she's half Homs if one of the consorts is a Homs woman? Also, where is Melia's mom? There's, again, so many questions that we don't have answers to right now. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, I think we need to focus on this battle because these ladies are kicking our butts. Holy moly! I mean, there are so many of them. It's like the lizard people all over again. Just being absolutely overwhelmed and outnumbered. Oh no, they can do chain attacks? What the heck? Who authorized this? This was a deceivingly difficult battle. We were here just looking out the window, seeing what was going on, learning about the High Entia culture. Before you know it, 6 assassins absolutely jump us in the middle of our prison cell.
Who are these guys?
Whew, but we did it. Down they go. And hey, Alvis. You arrived a few minutes too late to help out with that, but thanks for coming.
These are Inquisitors.
You know them?
What is this?
The prince is here too.
Wait. This is His Highness Callian, brother to Her Highness Melia.
Melia's brother?
Do not concern yourself, Your Highness. The matter appears to have been resolved.
Seer Alvis?
I foresaw the danger. I rushed here, but seem to have missed the fun.
So Alvis can see the future and read minds?
They do not look like mere thieves.
I am presuming they are Inquisitors of the Bionite Order. A group of assassins long devoted to the Imperial family.
Ridiculous. The Bionite Order are a mere...
myth. The Order existed before records began. I, like many others, believed they had long since died out. Yet here they are before us.
Is Father aware of this?
I suspect he knows very little. He may not even be aware of their existence. They live amongst the shadows, never revealing their true faces.
But that does not explain why they would attack these people. Wait, could that have been... No, there's no way.
Callian, Melia is in danger. She'll be killed at an altar if we don't find her soon.
Killed? How can you be so sure?
Shulk and I share the same gift.
Another seer? Which would mean that you can see the future?
That's why we have to find her. Now.
Your Highness. As agreed, you will face the ritual alone.
I thank you for escorting me.
We wish you a safe return. As history has proven, all those who stake claim to the throne without merit will spend eternity as fallen spirits.
I must prove my worth as the next ruler, and I am no less prepared to sacrifice my life than those that have fallen before me.
Most wise, Your Highness. Watch your back, Your Highness.
God, those girls suck. Alright. Luckily for Melia, she does have someone watching her back. We're gonna run to her rescue.
Unacceptable. Those who enter the tomb must do so alone.
What are you talking about? You want your sister to die?
Her life, or death, is in the hands of fate. Those not worthy of the throne are exactly that.
You can't seriously think that. This is your sister. This is Melia.
Easy, Rhine.
But Dunban...
This ritual holds a special significance. It is wrong for us to interfere.
I don't like it.
But am I right in saying that the rules of this ritual affect only High Entia? And if some strange Homs happen to get involved, it wouldn't cause a problem.
Now that's a loophole, Dunban.
Prohibits Homs from entering the tomb.
I like it.
No. I suppose not.
Then look at it this way. I don't need to know how big a deal this ritual is to your people. What I do know is that your sister's life is at stake. Cut us a break, and we'll save her.
Who are you?
My name is Dunban. I'm sort of the protector of this Mekon-bashing band of Homs.
Dunban. I know you. At the Battle of Sword Valley, you held back an entire wave of Mekon with the Monado.
You know a lot about a battle you never showed up to.
Ooh.
My apologies. We do not concern ourselves with the wars of others, be it against the Mekon or otherwise.
I was only joking. You had your reasons. I can see that with all these defense systems, you don't really need to fight.
Then it is decided. You can reach the tomb by transporter from the center gate. Her Highness has already entered. Shulk, you should hurry.
Well, there you have it, folks. We've got our plan of attack. Good thing Dunban's with us. He is really the brains of the operation. He says he's the protector, but I think he's actually the smartest one here. We found a loophole through which we can actually go save Melia and subvert the High Entia customs and rituals. Clearly, there's a lot of politics going on here, which is normally the case with royal families, and unfortunately for us, Melia seems to be the target of it. It has to be hard for her brother to hear that his mother is the one behind all of these machinations, but it is what it is. He seems to be a very humble fellow. He's the one who agreed to sort of abdicate the throne in favor of his younger sister Melia in the first place, so I don't think power holds any real value for him. Clearly custom does a little bit, but thanks to Dunban's loophole, we should be able to get around that and go and save Melia. So that's what we're gonna do on our next episode. We've got to get out of here and get to the tomb to save Melia quick before she's ambushed by evil stepmother. Thanks everyone so much for watching today's episode. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Trust me, the story only heats up from here. If you're interested in the twists and turns that have been presented ever since we arrived at the High Entia Palace, don't worry, there's lots more of those to come. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys back here soon for more Xenoblade Chronicles adventures.